Hi, I'm Slangman David Burke, born right here in Los Angeles, and author of over 60 language books, including the Street Speak and Biz Speak products, which is the first series on popular North American idioms and slang and business idioms and slang, designed especially for the in-person and online classroom. But you might be thinking, well, idioms okay, but slang after a while gets outdated. Well, not with these books, they can't. That's because every day the links update where I present to your students the slang and idioms that were used on television that very day. So truly, it's the only series that can't get outdated. I'm also proud to say that my books have been used by some of the most prestigious schools around the world, such as Berlitz, Harvard, NYU, Boston University, and right here in Los Angeles at UCLA. And by the way, my books are also used on The Simpsons to give Bart his coolness.
Don't have a cow, man.
So, how would you like free access to one full month of lessons on popular North American idioms and slang for your students? That way you can test drive the entire series, starting today, starting right now. Just subscribe here and you'll have access to all the books in the series right now. Textbook, workbook, teacher's guide, and assessments. Let me show you how it all works. The textbook will save you hours of time and trouble of putting together lists of slang words and idioms yourself and all the activities that go with it. Why reinvent the wheel when it's already been done for you? The textbook starts out with a warm-up, where you introduce the students to the words that will be used in the dialogues, and each word is represented both figuratively and literally. Take the expression, to have a blast. You'll see a guy literally being blasted out of a cannon, but figuratively, he's obviously having a really great time. This section gets the students familiar with the slang words and idioms they're about to learn in context in the dialogue section. Here you'll find a realistic dialogue using slang and idioms with easy access to the translation on the opposite page. Each book has an audio program with native speakers representing each dialogue and all the exercises as well for ear training. There's also a special page where the dialogue is presented again, but this time using real speak or contractions and reductions and up to native speed. This way your students can get a realistic idea of how Americans actually speak. And don't worry, the audio program covers this part too, along with rules and activities focusing on real speak. Next we have the vocabulary section, where each word that was used in the opening dialogues is presented using more context examples, plus popular synonyms and antonyms. So that way your students are always in the know. Next up are the practice activities for self-study, as well as pair work and group activities in the classroom. And it has everything you need, including exercises for reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And finally, toward the end of each chapter is the Slangman Files section, which has not only a handy list of idioms and slang terms focusing on the main topic of the chapter, but there are lots and lots of context examples as well, so that your students can retain all the information they've learned. Now it's on to the workbook, which is, in essence, instant homework assignments that aren't just instructional, but as always with the Slangman products, fun and easy to use. And most important, they save you time and stress of having to create your own homework assignments. They're right there in the workbook, with 10 activities in each chapter, which will have your students understanding idioms and slang in, as we say in slang, no time flat. You'll also find activities and exercises so that your students can practice what they've learned in the Slangman files from the textbook. Over the years, teachers have been asking for a teacher's guide. Well, we delivered. The teacher's guide is super simple to use. Why spend hours coming up with new ways to present the material when it's already been done for you? The teacher's guide offers ways to create a quick intensive English course on idioms and slang, all the way to a course that stretches out for an entire semester. Inside, you'll find all sorts of suggestions, from skits, pair work, group activities, and more ideas for games that focus on the main skills of reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And lastly, another book that teachers have been asking for, Assessments with Rubric. This is truly an add water, have instant idioms and slang course, and with the time you've been saving, you could be spending extra time doing your favorite hobby, skydiving, cooking your favorite meal, or spending precious time with your doggy. And best of all, you can try out all the books right now from all the different levels. Simply subscribe right here and you'll have full access to all the books in the series of Street Speak 1, Street Speak 2, Street Speak 3, Biz Speak 1, Biz Speak 2, and the brand new Biz Speak Silver Edition. So, what are you waiting for? It's 1 month of free lessons you can access right now. And I'm always here for you. If you have any questions along the way, please don't hesitate to ask. Just email me directly at david@slangman.com and I'll get right back to you. And thanks for watching, and thanks for trying out my books.